Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel that I never film for and never upload to. I have some things that I want to get rid of. Some of them are empty, some of them are very close to being empty, and then there are things that I just don't no longer want in my house. I just want to get rid of them and make room. So I've got my bag here of stuff. And starting with, I have the Vanny Cream Daily Facial Moisturizer, and this is empty. I love this, very lightweight, doesn't break me out. I would definitely repurchase this. Right now I have something else, but this was great. I think this is like the second or third time I've repurchased this. I really do like the Vanny Cream line. There are certain things in there that I do like, and there are certain things that I don't, but this and the facial cleanser I do like. Yeah. This is the Prequel Universal Skin Solution Dermal Spray for face and body. There's a little bit left. I didn't care for this. I think that there are a few things like this like out on in the store now. I just didn't care for this. Don't think it really did anything. I know I heard that the Tower 28 one, I know that came out before this, but I think this is kind of like the same idea with the hypochlorous acid. It's supposed to be really good for acne. I didn't care for this. I tried to use it as much as I possibly could. I think that there's maybe like that much left in it. I'm just gonna toss it. What's next? Oh, the Avian Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50 Blue Light Multi-Defense Fluid. There's a teeny bit left. I liked this in the beginning when I used it, but the more and more that I used it, the less and less I found that I did like it, if that makes sense. I feel like there was a film, like a gritty film on my face after I would put this on. And I didn't care for it. I'm back to using the Dr. Jart's sunscreen that I love. It's a white bottle, and then it's got like a little light blue top on it, and I love it. That stuff's great. It's just that one, I feel it does not leave my skin. It doesn't give me a gritty texture, but this one did, and it didn't work for me. It may work for you, but I did get this at Ulta. Next up is the L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealer, 1.5% hyaluronic acid and caffeine, and this is the shade Light, Pale, and 1, and it's just too light. Like, this is one of the reasons I hate buying concealers from the drugstore, because you cannot swatch them, and it's frustrating. And this was so expensive. This was at least $15. And yes, you get quite a bit of it in there, so you get 0.33 fluid ounces, but still, I tried to use this, it creased, it was just not the right shade, and I've just been holding on to it, and I don't know why. I'm just gonna get rid of it, might as well. Next up is the Rock Multi-Correction Even Tone and Lift Resurfacing Serum with Mandelic Acid and Hyaluronic Acid. This is, so this much, I've used this much, and it's like, you know, it's almost halfway full. I did like this. I purchased this from the website because I couldn't find it in stores, and it's 1 fluid ounce. I did like it, but I found something else better that I do like for my skin. And if you want a skincare routine chit chat thing, we could do that as well. The next up is the COS RX, the Lip Sleep Mask, ceramide. I just didn't care for it. I didn't. I feel like certain lip butters and sleeping masks, when you stop using them, they make your lips go right back to being dry. And the only time I don't have that issue is when I use my my Jack Black lip balm, and it's been a solid for years, like well over 15 years I've been using that, and it's the only thing that like heals in my lips and but like, you know, it fills all the dry bits in, and it works. And this, I didn't care for it. The next up is the Vaseline All Over Body Balm, and I would use this on my feet when I went through really bad like dry patches on my feet. It was okay. I don't know, everyone was crazy about this on TikTok, and I figured I'd give it a try. And that is another thing, like, I'm not really into TikTok and like the newest thing. I feel like it's a good idea, but I don't know, I didn't care for it, and it's full. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I know, what a waste, but I don't know. Next up is the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe, Chamomile, and Lavender, and this is 6 fluid ounces. I have switched. I don't like these anymore. I just think that they're not good for your skin, and there are other things out there, other facial sprays that are much better. And yeah, and I would buy these at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I would never buy them full price at like Ulta or anything like that. And maybe that's one of the reasons I don't like them anymore, as well along as the other list of other reasons I have. But maybe they're old, because you gotta be careful when you buy things at like Marshalls and TJ Maxx and things like that. But I found something else much better now that I like. I think it's is it the Avienne? That's like a little facial spray. It's amazing, and I should have bought it before. But I just bought like a 2-pack at they're great. Next up is the oil-free acne wash, 2% salicylic acid from Neutrogena. I got this from the dermatologist that I went to. I don't go to him anymore. I didn't care for his bedside manner. So like I said, I use the Vanity Cream, or I do have the Prequel face wash in my shower. It's like comes in a humongous like squirt bottle. And one of the things I like about that is that it doesn't strip the skin. Your skin's not, it has like glycerin in it, I believe, so like your skin stays hydrated and soft afterwards, which I need. But yeah, I didn't care for the Neutrogena. I haven't used any of that stuff since I was like a teenager, and I would never go back to using those things. Next up is the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel, and this is just a clear one. This was okay, and when I repurchase it, this is what the wand looks like. It's like a big mascara wand is basically what it is, and I don't think it held my brows the way that I was hoping it would. I've got weird brows, so yeah. Next up is the Clinique High Impact High Five Full Volume Mascara, and I got the little one to try. And I used to use the Clinique High Impact Mascara. It was a silver tube, and I, no shit, have gone through 4 or 5 of those. Like, I had to stop myself from buying that mascara because that's all I wore. But after a while, this started clumping and started like smudging, and I didn't care for it, and it didn't give me the volume that I was hoping for, so I want to be repurchasing that. And I think this is one of the newer ones that just came out. And that's my son in the back, if you can hear him. He's fine. He's with his dad. This is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty. This is the I always fuck it up. The Tarte Shape Tape Creamy, and 22N Light Neutral. And this is the second one I bought. I have since switched to the Lancome concealer, which is amazing. And this was really nice. It did its job. It covered. It didn't really crease, which I liked. It was a really nice concealer, and I did like it, but I wanted to use something else, and I have, like I said, I've since switched to the Lancome one, and I love that one. It's definitely worth the money. Next up is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow. It's got a spoolie on one end, and this is the shade Taupe 625A. There's still a bunch left. I just didn't like it. It's very soft. It's very, very soft, I feel like. And when I mean soft, I mean like when it comes out onto your brow, it's like a soft product. It's not like it's a hard pencil. And I feel like it moved around too much for me, and I just didn't care for it. Maybe I think also like that tip, like the fat tip that it has, like the slanty fat tip was what was also like throwing me off. I didn't care for it. Getting rid of it. I have since switched to the MAC. I went back to MAC, which was very funny. I went back to MAC and I got one of theirs, and it's unbelievably pigmented, like just the teeniest bit. Like when the man was like filling in my eyebrows, I never fill my eyebrows in that like heavy, but like holy pigment. But it's a really nice pencil, and it does suit my darker hair. But I also have, this is just worn off. I don't even know what color this is, but this is the Benefit brow gel. This is a tinted brow gel. This is what it looks like, the little thing. I liked it. Like I said, I will use something repeatedly, and then I'll get really sick of it, and I'll need to try something new. And that's exactly what happened. And I went and bought the Glossier Boy Brow in Brunette, and I have that now. I have that in now, and it's super pigmented. Like I wasn't expecting it. Like I feel that the Glossier is much more pigmented than this one. But yeah, two more products. So this is the Peach and Lily Copper Peptide Pro Firming Serum, Peptide Complex and Amino Acids. This is amazing. I love it. There's a teeny little bit left, but I was having issues like squirting it out. I'm going to be repurchasing this again. I've started using Peach and Lily skincare. I don't like all of the products, but from what I am using, I do really enjoy Peach and Lily. And I need to be purchasing another one of this because I would use this with the Ilia face base milk, which was amazing. That's like a holy grail now. And they do have their own like little type of milk or like dew essence kind of thing that I want to try, but I definitely want to repurchase this because I feel that whatever was in here was just making my skin really nice and bright and everything. So yeah, that is most of it. And I have one more product, and that is the Kiss My Face Active Life Stick Deodorant with probiotics, coconut oil. It's a long ass fucking name. Lavender, no aluminum, cruelty free. It's a stick. There's a little bit left. I have since switched to the Vanity Cream. Came out with a deodorant, no aluminum, because aluminum kind of it my lymph nodes tend to get swollen. So I found that if I switch to an aluminum deodorant, aluminum-free deodorant, it kind of doesn't happen as often. And plus, when I was breastfeeding, I didn't want to put that near his face and all of that stuff. So I just went aluminum-free, and I've been through quite a few of them. And I can tell you that there are a lot of them that say aluminum-free that are absolute shit. So, but the one that I'm using now is, I do like better than the Kiss My Face one. And like I said, that is the Vanity Cream aluminum-free deodorant. But that is all of my empties. Empties, declutter, trash. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't look as bad when I rewatch this later and try to edit it. It has been fun talking to you. Talk again soon, hopefully. Okay.